All right.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Hey,
Hello there. Hi, it is I, Ricardo,
plus Terrence.
and this is another edition of Come
Come over
Over
and bend
and
over.
Bend Over. Um, so I posted a video about how what I've been watching, and a lot of the stuff I've been watching, you also have been watching. So
Yep.
I thought maybe we could talk about that, and I'm just gonna get into it. Like the first one is Little Demon, and I was like, I am in love with this show. Like I
Uh,
really
uh,
like it, and
is that what you think?
yeah, no, I really
No,
enjoy
you
it.
think that you love the show. You feel like you love the show.
Yeah,
Nah,
is it? It is in love. What is it?
nah, not the way I witness you consuming the show. It's not love. Because, they've had some iffy moments.
You think so? Please go
No,
on.
no, no, no. I'm sorry. I interrupted. Keep going. You talk about it.
Well, I love this show. I think it's very funny. The character Snake with Arms gets me every time. I think that the idea that they girl power the Antichrist is fucking hilarious, and lesbianism. A little bit of everything for everybody. I love that show. I really do, and it's just the first. It's the first season. Go on now. Now you tell me why they had some few moments.
No, I want to say that the snake is my favorite character because he is just hilarious.
He is hilarious.
Like he's trying to bring some logic into the situation, but he's a bartender dude. You help people consume poison. You know what's up. But he is hilarious. Very great character. I love him. He big strong,
Yes.
but
Yes.
tiny voice. Now the epic moments of the show, like they had this episode where this dog was involved, and I was like, wow, this is not even. That's it.
Oh, you.
Not even. It's just not even. Very
Well,
odd.
well,
Very like iffy. Very like you trying to make some dough and you kill yourself in the process.
hmm.
Like they had a recipe, but failed to deliver and didn't start over. It seemed like this was a very bad like situation in a writing room.
I don't know. I like it. I don't know. I don't remember what you're talking about
Boy, bye. We was talking
specifically.
about that situation real hard that night when we saw that episode.
I don't
You
remember right
can't recall it
now.
right now because you be watching a lot of stuff.
I watch a lot of stuff.
You be watching where,
See, I'm gonna have
but
to.
they hurt my feelings.
Okay.
As somebody who creates fiction, it very much hurt my feelings. But the lesbianism in the episode with
I forgot the
the
name.
sea hag
Yeah.
and the fairy girl that got ate by the mobs, I was like, wow, two lesbian storylines in one episode, and I was like,
Yeah.
it was great times. And that was me, waving my fist in front of my face, smiling, looking away into the distance. The horizon is perfect.
Yes. Um. I don't have anything to add because I understand your critique, but I think
No, that was
that
just one of them. I can't remember the other one right now. But they had like some a couple of hardcore episodes, a few in a row, and then they went soft,
okay.
and that was like really going into the parenting. But I'm like, whoa. And then the last episode I saw that it was on FX, and that one made sense because I was like, it's just a white man in a writing room. What could go wrong? That.
I, as I said, I still think it's like positive. I would still give a passing grade,
Yeah, I
and
would too.
because it's the first season and it has made me laugh so much, and it has so many characters that I feel like they will be recurring and I'm going to enjoy them.
Yes,
I
Erwin.
Yes, and the neighbor and the
Oh,
little
Bennigan.
thing that she has, little troll,
Yeah,
right?
that's Erwin.
Oh, Erwin. See, I thought you were talking about the girl's uh, school friend.
No, this Bennigan. I love
Oh
Bennigan
yeah,
too.
Bennigan.
Bennigan is
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love,
yeah, yeah.
hilarious.
Anyways, I don't have anything else to say about the show. Just I
Okay.
think you should watch. Whoever's listening to this should watch it.
Oh yes, please watch A Little Demon. They are very excellent. When Satan is not around, it is very hilarious.
Yes, but I also like the idea of Satan as a lame guy. Just like he just wants to look and sound like a dad, and that's why
Every white man.
and he chooses that form, and it's very particular and funny to me. But I don't know, you know.
Okay, let's talk about the next show. Go ahead, player.
Okay, the next show is Abbott Elementary, which is back for its second season. We're still in the beginning of the season, but I
Yeah, of
think
course.
yes, yeah, of course. But I think it's gonna be great. Um, do you have anything to say about Abbott?
I have a lot of great things to say about Abbott. First of all, I'm glad that Janitor has been added as a main cast because he is always hilarious.
Yeah,
The way he be looking at those characters, the judgment. I do that too, but I don't show it with my face
you think?
because no, I know because I'm 6'3". They already see me. So if I make a face, they go see that, and I don't really want the people to see that because I be smelling people. And I be like, keep your face straight. But
Why are you smelling people?
whew, Ava, forever playing too much.
Best person.
Best character. But what's his name? Is it Justin, the white boy?
Jacob.
Jacob, boy, he got fades this season. I'm wilding. I'm
Yes.
wilding putting up with it. I'm wilding being able to see that, cause wiggers are very interesting. Right? Right. They are, right? Cause we see them all the time and you're like, wow, he really was unsure. On I Love New York, right? Really was. He was definitely. That's why she named him dead. I was like, these producers let this happen,
They did.
calling them out, and they still have not changed.
Well,
Who checked out on this, Quinta?
did Quinn let this happen? She said she okayed this?
No, Miss Brunson. No.
No, I'll say this. It's not that I don't like the gay character. I like him, but there's I don't even pay attention to him now because there's Shirley Ralph. What's the name of that lady that plays Melissa?
I can't remember her name.
Something Lee. Whatever.
Don't get people's
The
names
actor that
wrong.
plays Melissa, and there's also Quinta. So like there's Janelle James playing Ava.
Ava.
So like there's so many cool women that I don't pay attention to the men.
I barely pay attention to the male characters
But they
too,
are
but I do
good.
pay attention to them because they are quite hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
Everybody on the show is hilarious.
It's a good show. I like
Great,
it.
great times, but y'all gotta start giving them kids lines.
I mean, it's a show about a school.
I know, right?
The kids will have to talk at some
A
point.
day of silence,
No,
just for the kids. The
I
teachers
like
get to
when the
talk all
teachers
the
are
time.
having conversations on corridors and then the kids just comment on what the teachers are
Yeah.
saying. Like, do I sound this stupid? Yes, you do.
Good times.
Great show, great show.
Hmm.
So yeah, if you're listening to this, check it out.
Yeah, but the last episode was about Melissa's and her sister, and why can't I remember her name? Quinta's character's name, but she tried to get her to
Janine.
talk. Janine tried to get her to talk, and it was a whole shit show.
It was a shit show. That's why you don't get involved in other families' business.
Yeah,
You don't do that ever.
I'm like, but of a food being cooked perfectly the same. Like, come on,
It's
everybody in my family know good and well that the store go have it or they ain't. Why is you gonna get mad over a substitute?
It is what it is. I understand what you're saying.
Because wakes are on a time limit. Everything is on a time limit. You got to make that food. You got to comfort everybody. And my grandmama's wake was awesome. I was mad that I was very mad that day, but it felt good.
Hey, I don't have any wake memories. Tend to repress them. No, I'm kidding. I just don't remember. I was a kid when my grandparents passed. I mean, I remember I love it, but moving on.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a little bit more upbeat with the next show, which is Reboot.
I mean, can it get upbeat?
That show is fucking ridiculous, and I love it.
Of course, it's ridiculous. They wilding on that show purposely.
This week's episode had a scene that is just so simple, but it got me together so well. I was not expecting.
Oh, he wasn't. This boy, I had to pause it.
I was fucking losing it, and just thinking of it makes me laugh. Which is this guy's trying to wake up a lady, and she just wakes up like, and the idea, it's very funny to me. I don't know.
No, it's not, because he gonna do that to me, and I go, what? And it's gonna be opposite Queen Latifah and that man home on that movie. And you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Who won it with me? Yeah, hey. Two-piece the hell out there. but go ahead.
Reboot. It's a pretty cool show. What's his name from that sketch show?
Keenan Peele? Which one of it is it? I know there it is. I can never remember which one is which, but I know who played Coach Hines by face. All right, I know that Coach Hines was one of the most. What's the most? He was
Keenan.
Keenan?
Yeah.
No, not him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was checking who was the other one.
Yeah, he just pulled up Jordan Peele, but yeah, Keenan. He was wilding. He stayed wilding. He be putting me together all the time.
Is it Keenan?
I mean, is it K-E-E?
Michael
N-A-N?
K.
Key.
Keegan?
Well, I can never.
Oh my god, this is sad. Hold on, let me open it.
Yeah,
so I can't read
that's why I can't remember nobody. But you know, the way that he did Friends from College, I was all the way in that show. Everybody else was mad. I was all the way in it. I was like, yes, put these straight people in their place, because this is who they are. That is all of the straighties. Every single last one of them that went to college. And I'm so glad I didn't go to college. I went online because I don't do people.
It's not Keenan, it's Keegan.
Keegan. Oh.
Keegan Michael Keegan.
Y'all know what?
Okay.
They go uppercut me one day if we ever meet.
Yeah, if we ever get famous.
Because I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like...
In the famous words,
and I hope he don't look at me. I hope he just bypass me. But if I ever come across that person,
I'm sorry. But in the words of Kiki Palmer, I'm sorry to this man.
Yes, I'm sorry.
But yeah, also in this show Reboot, like the producer part of the show, because it's actually a show about a show, so there's the producing and writing part of it too, and the gay characters in there are hilarious, and the fact that it's a comedy, and there's it just like it adds up, and it's very, very funny. And that's why I was saying, like, there hasn't been one episode of the show that has not got me laughing, like, from like belly laughter, like when you're really feeling it, and I just love it.
I love the writing room, especially because of the woman that was the Spanish teacher on That's So Raven is on there.
Yeah.
And she and her liners. Okay.
I also like the idea, like the young writers not against, but like versus
the old writers.
The old writers, and they like, of course, they are all becoming friends, which just makes the show better.
Yes,
but the shit that they say to each other, like, I don't know.
Like, no, you can't say that. And they be like, no, you can't say that.
Like that joke about Frank Sinatra's cock. I was like, what?
Ooh, she was wilding, man.
That show is it's great. It's new, and I hope they get a second season because I'm enjoying it.
Yes, but what I really like is Zach and the agent or the producer. Is it a producer?
Executive.
Executive. Zach and the executive. I like that relationship, but they can't be together, and I hate it. Cause the dynamic of a woman in a work world, life is a struggle.
I'll say this: I did like that she was like pretty straight up with him. Like,
yes,
I can't, and it's not because we did anything wrong. It's because this is how the world is, and I am not gonna let a dick distract me. And I'm like, you got it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
So you don't say that jargon around here.
Yes, I will.
All right. What's the next show?
The next show, and I know you don't watch this, but you've seen a couple episodes, and it's the Great British Baking Show, the new season that is coming out on Netflix every Friday. I just like the show. First things first, Scottish accents. It's just, I love it. I just love them. And then it's like you have to grow into them. You know what I mean? Like you have to keep listening until you realize that they are speaking the same language that you are, and it's just so fun. Then there's also the fact that there's the most beautiful people that they could find to put in the season, Maxi and Sandro. They are both so amazingly beautiful, and I respect them. I'm sure that they are talented, that they are very good bakers and great people, but oh my god, they're hot.
Yeah, they could be bakers on a cover of magazines often.
I would buy those. No, I don't know if I would buy magazines.
I mean, I need to find Maxi's Instagram so I can start posting on my beauty blog because she was having it.
She's and that's one of the things I said in the video. Like you said, oh, beautiful child of the universe, and I'm like, I finally understand what that phrasing mean, because they are both beautiful childs of the universe. Like,
yes,
they,
and just beautiful children.
That Swedish goddess. It's just amazing.
When she won that challenge and she blew up, I was like, ooh.
Now let me ask you, what do you think of the polemic, all the drama that is going on the internet about last week's episode, which was Mexican Week? And there was a lot of scenes where the British people didn't know how to say guacamole or pico de gallo or sometimes even masa. What's your opinion on that?
Why are y'all upset?
There were a lot of Americans that were like, oh my god, they don't know how to say guacamole. And they're like, ooh.
Guess why? Because they don't.
Right?
It's pretty simple. Some people don't know how to say some things. Some people don't even know how to spell the different idioms of their.
And that's
but we talk about people in their whole way of enunciating their language that grew up in a different part of the world that's completely different from your whole world.
Not only that, and I'm here like, this is, because this is where it's all like Americans talking shit, which I think it's like, yeah, guacamole here is like the norm. Everybody likes it. I don't. But like, even if they said like guac or something like that, but no. Guacamole, they couldn't say it. But also, I think Americans are trying to flex like, oh, we know how to say these things. I'm like, no, you don't. You say tortilla. People say tortilla. People walk around saying tortilla, and I'm like, trying to like, I want to cut myself. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but yes, it's like, stop it. Don't say chips. Say chips.
Well, I mean, how can you expect them to respect the language when they don't respect the people?
Oh no, I don't expect nothing. But anyways,
but
I still like the show.
Good.
I still like the show.
I still wanted to taste their food though.
Yes, and
that's why I do not watch them show.
Well,
we were just watching them while we was eating, but he watches it. I try not to watch food shows because guess what? I be eating.
Well, for me, I will watch any reality competition show. So, or give it a try at least.
All right.
All right. Next show is Great North. This show is like, it's on its second season. They are going to have a 22 episode arc this season. I am very happy about it.
That's nice.
I am very happy with the episodes that I've seen so far. I love the idea that there's a recurrent character that is an imaginary Alanis Morissette. And this is not a spoiler because she appears in the first minute of the first episode ever. So if you're interested in this is going to be a very small piece of information that you don't care at all about the show, and I just find that is beautiful. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, what is happening here?
Going through it.
What am I watching? Oh no, that's actually an Alanis Morissette. They meant what I understood what they said. Okay, I got it right. So like the show is just very out there. I love it. I love the alliterations. In my video, I said that I became an alliteration Alfred.
But what do that mean?
Because I love when they start repeating like triple Terrans. And
oh no!
Alliteration is when
they be making up so many names. But go ahead and finish.
Alliteration is when you use like this words starting with the same consonant or vowel. For example, alliteration Alfred. It's both with A, or treble Terrence, or rich Ricardo.
Nah, that won't work. I guess terrible Terrence.
Terrible Terrence. See? And they do that shit all the time on the show, and they just drop it like...
Oh, is it like rip a nigga in half, Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just like that.
Okay.
So
yeah, they do. Yeah,
they do that all the time, and I love
just said that they do be doing it, but I was trying to get the concept. I don't know why my brain went so. What else? But
yeah.
Go ahead.
So they do that all the time, but it's like in passing, so you don't like you
catch it, then you do like a,
and then like 2 weeks later you're driving, and then you look to the car that stopped by your side, and then you look, and then you remember troubled Terrence, and you're like, because that's one of the ones they use in the show. Don't be a troubled Terrence, and I'm like, and then you just remember, like 2 weeks later, you will remember that.
I wanted to change my name.
I get it, but it was like, this is great. This is the kind of show that I am here for.
It's great. It's very cringe.
So one of the things that I like about the show is that there's a gay character in the show, and in his storyline, like his trauma about being queer is because his family never made a big deal about him coming out, because they were all like, okay, yeah, we love you, sure. And he wanted to cry. He wanted the scene, you know, all that, and it just didn't happen. And I think that is so funny.
I was cringing.
And then they tried to make it happen, it just doesn't. But he accepts in the end. But like, it's hilarious. I just love the show. I'm happy that it got a longer season, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next.
Mm-hmm.
Any last words on Great North?
Yes, you know, their first episode of season 2, they were singing a lot. And I was very like, no. But, you know, the second episode, I was like, yeah, it's back to normal. One song an episode. But I really like the black woman's character's brother, because he is quite hilarious.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
The way he talks is very hilarious, and like they have a lot of characters. The daughter is hilarious. Jenny Slate, shout out to her. She always do a great job. And the conversation she be having with Alanis Morissette, quite tremendous and traumatic every time.
Right.
And I'm not even a girl. They be going in on conversations, and I'm like, I need a blanket.
I feel like I shouldn't be listening to what they're saying right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very bad.
This girl talk to the mix with who else? The father,
who is played by Nick Offerman.
Yeah, he needs some help. He needs some milk. At this point, you need to go get it fresh off the cow's udder.
I like his character because it's like just a man trying to make it, with all them kids, a hardworking father, salt of the earth kind of people.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That man been through it.
He has been through it. His ex-wife, that woman sounds like a nightmare.
The way that she did him to that Charles Entertainment Cheeses establishment they got over there, like he didn't want his kids to go to a restaurant.
Right.
Because how she was acting in that restaurant, I was like, wow. So glad my tubes are tired.
Well, there you go. We do enjoy that show, so go watch it so you can laugh at it too. That's on Hulu. Now, the next one is, I just want to make some comments, which is The Handmaid's Tale. I am watching season 5 because they say it's going to be the last one. I hope it is the last one. I just want to end this show because now I'm literally hate watching it. I'm going to finish this show no matter what. I'm finishing it. And after all this, it feels like this show has been around for 10 years, and I'm like, I just want this to end. And I want resolution, and I don't see it happening anytime soon, and I'm getting angry. So we'll see how the show ends. But at this time, I would like to hurt someone. Or something. I don't know. It's just frustrating, because it's like it took 4 seasons for them to get out of there, and now they're trying to go back, and it's like, no, we're not gonna do that. That is unrealistic, ma'am. Don't come. Hold it back. But anyways, the other show, and this one I'm sure you're watching because you're watching with me this season, is Grey's Anatomy. And
wait. I just want to say one thing about Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay.
That the filming quality is crisp. Okay.
Oh no, yeah, it's beautifully shot. Slowly, beautifully shot. I'll say that.
Yeah, every time I see it, I'll be like, wow, that's real beautiful, but I'll never watch it. Okay, go ahead.
Good for you. I'm happy for you. Okay, so the next show that I have here is Grey's Anatomy. And Grey's Anatomy is starting its 19th season. I have been watching it since the beginning, and I'm not proud of it. I'm just letting you know that I've been watching it since the beginning. No, he is proud of it. I can't say nothing about that show. Anyways,
I say,
so now Terrence decided to start watching it because there's some people in the new cast that you like, right?
Yep, Alexis Floyd and Midori Francis.
Okay, and anyways, so he got into it, and now he's watching it. He knows some of the characters because he used to watch, what's the name of that show?
Ooh, Private Practice.
Private Practice.
Yes.
So he knows Amelia.
Yes.
But anyways.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if what is your opinion so far? We have watched like 2 episodes.
That quality crisp than the Handmaid's Tale. It's like I'm in them ORs. I'm learning. I'm an intern too. Mm-hmm. Dead ass can smell the antiseptics.
Yes, and you're right. That's how I've been feeling for the last 19 years.
Really? Nah, this Grey's Anatomy make you feel like smell-o-vision is a real thing. Mm-hmm. We're going somewhere. This nigga saw that blood and was like, damn. And ain't even flinch.
I'm desensitized.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can still smell it, huh?
Yeah. It could also be trauma.
I wonder what that boy smell like. Cause, when people don't get vaccines, they get real sick and it's real like ugly. I wonder what that person smell like.
I don't.
Cause I always been fascinated by that. Cause people be in morgues and stuff, like do y'all take all y'all nose hairs out?
Right.
Like what's the deal? Cause do they smell food?
Excuse me.
Do they know that restaurants still exist or something? Do they have appetites?
I don't know.
Like, I gotta meet somebody like that. Because these medical shows, I watch a lot of medical shows. Have you ever seen Medical Police? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Let's talk about the next show.
No, I was just I wanted to hear your opinion because this is one of the last shows. I wanted to hear your opinion because it feels like they're trying to do a soft reboot. Like feels like they're trying to use the same script or the same format from season one with new characters, and the characters that we've been following for the last 18 seasons, now they are just like background characters. They're like older and teaching and whatever. And I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe I'm wrong because
I mean, it works for me.
and also there has only been 2 episodes, so it will. I will see how that turns out. I'm gonna keep watching it, and yeah,
Me as well.
I'm excited about this show.
I mean, I really like all 5 of the new characters, so to speak, even though I've never seen the show. But I really like Amelia's character altogether because she was like, chop the baby up. Let's save some other lives. But seeing her again, it's all whoop-de-doo and things like that. I was loving that roller coaster. But I really like the actresses Alexis Floyd and Midori Francis because Alexis Floyd was on that show. What was it called? The girl and something. The Russian girl.
Russian Doll?
No, the one that was on Netflix. They got a lot of flack because the girl that played Ruth on Ozark her accent was too strong for them.
I don't know.
Like people was real upset at her, I guess, Russian accent or something.
Mm-hmm.
But she was on that show, and I love a beautiful dame. And Midori Francis was on
Inventing Anna.
Yeah, Inventing Anna. And Midori Francis was on Six Lives of College Girls. And this show's a trip, and I hope they are in production of season 2. I keep seeing the girls post stuff, and it looks like they on set, and I hope it's that set for that show because it's a trip. Very hilarious, and the girls are beautiful. The main cast is brilliant. Like all 4 of them. I ended up following all 4 of them. It was great. Follow Midori Francis too. But just seeing them in a different light, it was great because I like seeing how they fake taking care of people in Hollywood because I watch a lot of medical shows because CSI and all of that stuff medical police included, but this is
Let it go.
What Night Shift? Night Shift was one of the best ones. It's a lot of them. There was this one, but I can't remember. Anyway, I just saying I'm a big fan of them, but I just didn't watch Grey's Anatomy because kept seeing that old skeleton person that was like the main character. I was like, I can't see something like that.
Well,
like this, like Tales from the Crypt in an OR, right?
I guess.
But that's how I saw it, because, I don't like ugly people. But go ahead.
No, it's just because, like, I always felt like Grey's Anatomy is the kind of show that has so many characters that it doesn't matter who the main character is.
Yeah.
Technically speaking. And I learned that, like, 4 seasons in, I was like, oh, this is that kind of show that it doesn't matter. Don't get attached to the characters. Except Meredith.
Well, I'm glad you learned it, because you quickly learned not to get attached to the characters or come and got killed.
Oh. When Kame got killed, you only have like 30 seconds to learn to not to get attached. Yeah. But anyways, I just wanted to close, and these are not like fall shows, but about 2 shows that I think you should watch. One is How You Doing This, What Do We Do in the Shadows. I love that show. With my whole heart. I'm so happy. I love the show, so go watch it. And the other one is First Kill, that was canceled. Was a great show. We watched the whole thing. Great show. Got canceled, but we can still hope that people are going to pick it up, and like maybe another channel, maybe Hulu will buy First Kill and release it.
I would like that.
I would like that too.
But it was more than great. I thought First Kill. Well, I felt like First Kill was like real big.
It had so much potential.
It was perfect. It was ridiculous. It was crisp on the eyes. Soundtrack was, bogus.
No.
But
The opening song was just so cringe.
oh, that music was so bad. But when I tell you that it was such a phenomenal show, that the music didn't fucking matter.
True.
Because these lesbians was going through it. And that Calliope had a hot brother.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy was handsome too. Mama was beautiful. The other nigga, I was like, wow. The boy got a lot of forehead for a youngster.
Yeah, the whole show, like, I was very excited. I was like, I like the whole idea, the whole premise of, like, monster hunters against vampires.
Yes.
And, you know, how in the vampire world is matriarchy instead of patriarchy.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, this all sounds very interesting. I can't wait to hear more. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, the cliffhanger, like I was already sold on it, but the cliffhanger of showing other kind of monsters in the world and that they have a society of different black swans, I was like, I am in. And I was like, universe, if you gotta, cut this planet in half to make this show happen, just let me see the whole second season before it happens. It was great. That one scene when, I was set that it was just gonna be like a limited amount of different monster species, but then they had something come in that I've never heard of in any other show,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a charm that they took from one of the ghouls that they killed, and this big green monster came in, and I was like, wow. I was like, I don't even mind this music at that point. I was like, this is very suspicious and entertaining. They brought in a lot of different things at the right time in this show.
Yeah, I
them episodes was done right.
Yeah.
I was like, I told them ahead of time, this is Netflix, this first episode gonna be slow, so don't be like, thinking something gonna happen.
And it didn't.
Yes, it did.
But you could tell why it got picked up and why whatever, blah blah blah. So great show overall. Sad to see it go. Hopefully someone else will pick it up and run with it. Because there's been an outcry on the internet, so I'm sure that somebody's hearing this outcry, so maybe somebody can pick this up and run with it. And the last thing
what are the interracial lesbians in?
Hey, don't.
Why y'all ain't marching?
Leave them alone.
No, I ain't leave them alone. They should be loving this.
Anyways, that's all I have. Do you have anything else that you would like to talk about?
Yes. So we went back in time because I saw something about some animes, and I saw Gundams, and we started watching Gundam Unicorn, which is an anime from 2010, and it's very crisp in a way for 2010 that it's quite marvelous. Really wish I would have seen it back then, but it's beautiful.
2010, 12 years ago.
Yeah, but it's very nice because I can still watch the Dirty Pair Project Eden movie and be like, wow, that was back then. Woo woo, and take my shirt off and whoop it around my head like a helicopter. And but this is like that too, and it's very beautiful. Like some of them scenes, like I love explosions and death, but they killing these people left and right, and I'm like, God damn it, I wish I would have saw this 12 years ago, so I wouldn't be so sympathetic for all these fake deaths. But it's very marvelous seeing how they had them fights in them space colonies, because I was like, they that big. They are that big. And they was just walking through there having dialogue, doing all kind of crazy stuff, and I was like, wow, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Whole memory reel is beautiful right now.
It is a beautiful animation. I've been mesmerized with it, and I usually don't get into shows like that all the time. My main reason being names. I don't like the name of the main character, but the show is beautiful, so I had to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat it because it is kind of a hard name to swallow.
But not your links.
No, don't say it.
I said it. Ridiculous. Anyways, it's a good show, but another show.
Wait. But there's also a blend that they do with the animation with the CGI.
Oh yeah.
That is very blended very well with this anime.
Yeah, okay. It's beautiful.
No, what was the other one?
Oh no, I was just going to say a show from around 12 years ago that you just found out is Regular Show, and you've been
Yes,
enjoying
I've
it.
been enjoying regular show too. It's very ridiculous.
Every show's great.
Cause the two main characters,
Mm.
great, great pairing of characters. Um, but it's the gumball machine character Benson, and I'm like, wow, this character is very like. Y'all know how many people I want to yell at for not doing their job. I wish I could do
Explosive.
that. Very explosive. And a lot of people say that I could be a good drill sergeant, and I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do it. But you know, it's fun yelling at people every now and then because we be having game nights, and I be shouting because people be doing too much in it. But Benson, like, it's just very great to see a gumball machine that be getting mad.
Well, I like Pops and Skips. They're my favorite characters. But yeah, Benson is as the older I get, the more I relate to Benson. It's sad, but that's how I feel about it. Go on.
Yes, and Pops is my other favorite character. Pops is he be laughing and I be laughing like a goofball too. But that time when he started laughing and he was running away from him, I was like, this is the best game of tag I've ever seen in my life. Cause it reminded me of that greased up deaf guy from Family Guy. But Pops, he was laughing so annoyingly perfect. And I cannot be mad at it. And he was looking back with that big ass Mr. Mackey head. Running forward naked. Wilding.
Pops is great.
And then he turned out to be a wrestler.
Right.
Then it turned out his car can fly. Woo wee, boy, that's a character.
But he did warn them, don't use it if
Yeah.
you don't know what you're doing. They didn't listen to him.
Yeah, so why Skip's your favorite character?
Because of his whole story of why he skips.
Yeah.
You still about I don't know if you remember that episode.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I remember the episode. But I also like the we was looking at dogs at this shelter, and there was this dog named Skip, and we wanted him, but we was gonna wait until a certain weekend to get him. But then it turned out he was gone that
Yeah.
weekend that we was gonna go get him.
I'm glad that he found a place for him.
Yes, but we was gonna rename him the Skips.
No, his name was Skip.
Yeah, but we was gonna rename him the Skips.
Well, close enough. Skip to Skips, it's not that big of a difference. I don't
I,
think the
I
dog would
roll,
notice.
yeah, but I roll up newspaper and hold it to your nose too.
Oh my god. And with that, I think we've reached the end of this episode. Thanks for coming along in our fall season review. What we've been watching and enjoying. And
Yeah, and now you can, pull your pants up and, get on up out.
yeah, leave the coin on the dresser. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Not watching. Thanks for
Yes,
listening.
thanks for listening.
And
Keep it kind.
juicy.
Yeah, kind and juicy.
Bend you over later. Bye.